we can take a behavioral approach to realized strategy, where we say that first define the problem, then diagnose the problem, develop solutions, and then select an appropriate solution. Right? This is the behavioral approach to realized strategy. Here, an appropriate example would be that of HCL, where Vineet Nair, the CEO of HCL, came up with this very interesting slogan, "Employee first, customer second." Now, on the face of it, this slogan looks a little peculiar, but why did he come up with this slogan? Because he found, when he went around, that when people complained about the company, those complaints were never about the products. Those complaints were always about the people in the company who interacted with the customer. The complaints were never about the product. The complaints were always about people. So, Vineet Nair realized that the way to handle customer complaints was to ensure that the employees were well looked after, were well trained, and therefore he came up with the slogan of "Employee first, customer second." Professor Simon of the Carnegie Mellon University in the US, again a very respected figure in the field of management, the field of information technology, the field of informatics. Professor Simon said that managers do not optimize, they satisfice. Now, what is satisficing? Satisficing is finding the most acceptable solution. Optimizing, on the other hand, is finding the best possible solution. So, optimizing is finding the best solution. But this best solution may not be acceptable to all concerned. So, satisficing is the process of finding a solution which is acceptable to all concerned. Professor Simon says that the result of politics within an organization is what forces managers to satisfice and not optimize. This is an important learning for us in the field of strategy, because politics is prevalent whenever you have a collection of people. Therefore, politics is prevalent in every organization, and therefore we need to act keeping this particular point of view in mind. I'd like to close this session by looking at this view of strategy, the incremental view of strategy. See, incrementalism is a view that in a rapidly changing environment, it is dangerous to make major changes in strategy because the environment is changing so fast. So you make a small change, and a small change is not, or rather is unlikely to lead to a major error. Also, it's likely to be generally acceptable because the change is so small that not too many people will feel a difference, right? The problem with this approach is that sometimes when the environment changes, fundamental changes need to be made in the approach of an organization. And an approach of incrementalism to strategy will prevent these fundamental, to prevent this fundamental rethinking from taking place. So, we've looked at, in this session, we've looked at different approaches to strategy formulation. We found that the most attractive approach in today's world is the emergent approach to strategy, which is a question of keeping both company competence, competitive ability, and environmental change in mind. Thank you.